Kyle Busch has just sent a clear warning to Denny Hamlin, and he didn't hold back. He said it publicly in front of the entire NASCAR media. And Hamlin, he fired right back on social media the very same day. Two former teammates, two future Hall of Fame drivers. And right now, they're locked in one of the most intense and entertaining rivalries of the 2026 NASCAR season. This isn't just competition, this is personal. It's messy, it's emotional, and it's must-watch. To understand how things escalated, you have to go back to Denny Hamlin's podcast, Actions Detrimental. If you follow NASCAR, you already know Hamlin speaks his mind. That honesty is exactly why his show has become one of the biggest platforms in motorsports. Most of the time, drivers brush off his comments. This time was different. Hamlin took direct aim at Kyle Busch. On the podcast, Hamlin gave his honest take on Busch's current situation at Richard Childress Racing. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He said Busch's struggles didn't just start recently, they go back to his final years at Joe Gibbs Racing and have only gotten worse with the next-gen car. He even challenged Busch to outperform his teammate, Austin Dillon, arguing that a driver of Busch's caliber should be able to get more out of any car. And then came the line that set everything off. If you're expecting Kyle Busch to start winning regularly again, you're kidding yourself. Something has to change. Now, was Hamlin wrong? Look at the numbers. Busch is sitting 27th in the Cup Series standings after 8 races in 2026. He hasn't scored a single top 1-0 finish this season. He hasn't made the playoffs since 2023. And most shocking of all, he's now over 100 races without a win. For a two-time champion with 60-plus career victories, those stats are hard to ignore. Hamlin wasn't guessing, he was stating facts. But Kyle Busch has never been the type to stay quiet, especially when criticism comes from someone he knows well. So when reporter Jeff Gluck asked Busch about Hamlin's comments before the Kansas race, Busch didn't hold back. He challenged Hamlin directly. If Denny thinks the car is so easy to drive, he can get in it himself. I'll switch cars with him any day. Let's see if he can do better. Then he took it even further. I don't think Denny even knows what he's talking about. He can say whatever he wants, but I can make his life hell. That wasn't just frustration, that sounded like a warning. And if you've watched Kyle Busch over the years, you know he doesn't make empty threats. What makes this even more interesting is how Hamlin responded. Instead of escalating things, he stayed calm and took to social media with a clever reply. I host a podcast. I answer questions about relevant topics. What am I supposed to say that everything is perfect? I'm just being honest. That response says a lot. Right now, Hamlin is thriving. He's near the top of the standings, already has a win this season, and is driving with confidence. He doesn't need to prove anything. Busch, on the other hand, is struggling. And that contrast is exactly what makes this rivalry so compelling. These aren't two drivers on equal footing anymore. Hamlin is chasing a championship. Busch is trying to find his way back. And that pressure matters. At 40 years old, in a contract year, with no guaranteed future, Busch has a lot on the line. His legacy is secure, but his future in the sport is not. And when a driver like Kyle Busch feels backed into a corner, that's when he becomes the most dangerous. He's been counted out before and proved everyone wrong. Then came Kansas, the perfect chance to back up his words. But the result? Hamlin ran up front and stayed strong. Busch faded into the background with another disappointing finish. As some headlines pointed out, it's hard to make someone's life hell when you're running near the back. Still, this story isn't over. These two drivers go way back over a decade as teammates at Joe Gibbs Racing. They know each other better than almost anyone in the garage. And even now, there's a mix of respect and tension between them. So what happens next? That's the question every NASCAR fan is asking. Because it only takes one moment, a bad restart, a close battle, a little contact for everything to explode. The tension is already there. Kyle Busch says he can make Denny Hamlin's life difficult. Hamlin says he's just telling the truth. The standings favor Hamlin. But Busch? He's racing with something to prove. And in NASCAR, the real drama doesn't play out online. It happens at 200 miles per hour. So buckle up, because a frustrated Kyle Busch is unpredictable. And the next time these two are side by side, everyone will be watching. And that's exactly what makes this rivalry impossible to ignore.